Hello all, welcome to my channel. Today nothing big, and I will try to be as short as possible. Even this can take a little more time to fix what is needed to be fixed. This is old stereo amplifier, Teac A-X75 MK2 model. I already took cover and splitted front panel from main body because all what I need to do on this amplifier to fix what owner broke, and that is he tried on his own to replace LED, power LED, which indicated power on, and you see wires here broken, and as well managed to broke these wires from this LED in front here. Now I see that LEDs are a bit outside of body, so I will place this new LED for a power LED. It's like this one. I just tried if it works, this one, before. Why I tried? Because I wasn't sure. When you measure here, you will see now. Watch my instrument on the screen. I will measure DC. So let me attach my. You see what I'm doing here. Easier for me to manipulate with everything at once. So this is minus, this is plus, and look at now when I power on this amplifier, I need to plug it, and look at now in the who would place 3 volts LED to 45 volts. That would be first question which comes into your head when you check this cable, if LED was connected to this cable. But you have to think about it. It's not important how much voltage you have. It's important what resistor you place to regulate maximum current which will go to the LED. That is important. So that is why I tried this, because I had that in my mind, but I couldn't find where is the resistor, and I didn't want to search because this whole amplifier working, it's in working condition. So I connected and sacrificed this LED. If something goes wrong, it will be broken, but it lights up without any issue. So now I will connect everything. You do not need my instrument anymore. So let me fix things, but I need some nice cabling here. I'm sorry, my camera is not high, too high, and I cannot change its height at the moment. Maybe for future videos I will do something about it. However, now it's not possible, so sorry. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, and I don't have a fume extractor, shrinking tubes. I will use just one We'll use this yellow long one. You know, shorter leg is minus always. If you don't believe me, let me show you, and let me show you minus, plus. There we go. And it lit. A little of soldier on legs, so easier to soldier up. I forgot to place my insulation heat shrink tubes to the wires. You know that this heat shrink as well tubes as well strengthen wires so they does not break easily if you moving too much them. These are teeny wires. They break easily, always. We could place everything back. I mean front panel. I need these two wires so I can connect everything, every LED. There we go. Front panel is in place. Maybe I should screw. These three screws will keep it in place so nothing breaks. It's very well built. No switching power supply, big transformer. No hybrid Class D amplifiers with teeny heatsink. Look at these, and these output transistors here, and look at this. 2 channels, 2 transistors per channel at output. It's very strong amplifier. I would say 75 watts per channel. But this transformer is like 500 watts power, maybe 300 watts. This core, maybe, I don't know. So let's connect these as well. Oh, I didn't connect power LED. I don't talk too much while I'm soldering because I told you I don't have fume extraction, so keeping my breath to not inhale it directly. That will be good. I think I could shorten this green wire, but who cares for that? $200 enough to shrink it fast. And I will not make these wires too long. Maybe even will attach them directly If I place too long wires, it will go too much around. Let me first place red wire where it was before. So refresh this soldering joint here. Add a little solder on the wire and attach the wire. That will be nice. So I need to connect these wires. Again, we'll add heat shrink tubes and so on. You know the drill. This is some kind of easy job, but you can see it's time demanding job. However, video will be edited and you will not watch it for 2 hours to see everything. Just some parts of video. Most important part was about voltage on the LED. So you know that actual voltage you measure without LED is not important. It's important current limiting LED, current limiting resistor is what is important. That's the story. After we connect these wires, we are done. I will just power it on and try these LEDs if they works. Of course. It's not easy to connect wires in the air. That's the one. And this is second one. That's nice and easy. Attach insulation. And okay, this one is broken. A little of flux and do it again. It's good now. At least it looks good. Okay. A bit hot air and shrink them. So protect them that that is all. So Now I should power it on, but first let me turn so you can see power LED. And look at how bright it is. Nice and easy. And CD direct as well. Look at other LED. It's working. Now it done. It's working. So nice and easy job. Not big deal. These switches I will try to order. However, that would be all for today. This is surprisingly new video. I decided to record everything what I'm doing and place on YouTube because it looks that YouTube more likes more uploads than quality of upload. This is not low quality video, however, nothing big you could see. You could see just trick about LEDs. It's not important what you measure, it's important what's current limiting resistors or driver for LED. Beside that, everything is just fine. I'm going to count how many legs these switches have. There is 2 positions, and just to see if I can find replacement. Thank you for watching. See you with next video very soon. Subscribe, like, and bye bye.